You're stronger than your birthday, but your body's been quietly stealing strength. And the first thing it steals is protein. I'm Dr. Berk Ama. Let's fix what aging quietly breaks. Look, most people assume protein is simple. Eat steak, problem solved. Truth is sharper. After 60, your muscles, bones, immune system, and even your brain change how they use protein. If you ignore that, you'll wake up one morning wondering why stairs are harder, why cuts take longer to heal, why your balance is worse. That's avoidable. We'll make it practical. Muscles don't just need protein. They need regular, usable doses. Older bodies are resistant to small hits of protein. They need higher quality and smarter timing. Protein preserves muscle mass, supports bone repair, fuels your immune response, and supplies the amino acids the brain uses for neurotransmitters. Many specialists now aim for about 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight for healthy older adults. And, that number goes even higher if you're recovering from illness. But don't treat that as dogma. Treat it as a minimum you should beat if you want function, not just survival. If you're finding this eye-opening, it probably means your body is ready to heal. So pause and subscribe, because we're going to make aging work for you, not against you. Oily fish, like salmon, mackerel, sardines. Complete protein, high in omega-3 DHA and EPA. For your heart, it reduces inflammation and supports endothelial function. For your brain, DHA supports cognition. And for your muscles, it's got excellent leucine content for muscle synthesis. Aim for 1 to 2 servings per week, or honestly, a daily small tin of sardines on toast works too. So eggs whole. They're honestly one of the best sources of near-perfect bioavailable protein, and they're packed with leucine and choline. You see, choline is brilliant for your brain, helping with memory, and it also supports your liver by assisting fat transport. Plus, the amino acids in eggs supply your muscles with what they need for quick repair. Eating whole eggs, just, 1 or 2 with your breakfast, can really improve muscle protein synthesis. Next up, Greek yogurt, Skyr, or other fermented dairy. These foods are concentrated sources of both whey and casein proteins, and they come with probiotics as well. The probiotics help support your gut microbiome, while the calcium and protein are great for bone density. And, they even help your immune system by improving barrier function. It's best to choose plain, full-fat or moderate versions, and you can always add a handful of berries and nuts for a bit of extra flavor and nutrition. Then there's lean red meat, like grass-fed beef or lamb or poultry. These are high in heme iron, creatine, vitamin B12, and complete proteins. Heme iron helps prevent iron deficiency anemia in your blood. Vitamin B12 is vital for brain and nerve function, and creatine supports muscle strength and power. Slow-cooked cuts even provide collagen for your bones. It's a good idea to rotate these with fish and plant sources. Keep your portions moderate and, avoid eating charred edges. So let's talk about legumes and pulses like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. These are fantastic sources of plant protein, packed with fiber, slow-digesting carbohydrates, and supportive phytochemicals. When you combine them with grains, you get a complete amino acid profile, which is super important for your body. The gut-friendly fiber in these foods improves transit, supports your microbiome, helps your heart by lowering LDL, and can even be beneficial for your kidneys, as long as you're not in severe renal failure. But definitely check with your doctor about that. You might enjoy lentil stews or hummus with whole grain crackers as tasty ways to include them. Now, moving on to tofu, tempeh, and edamame, which are all soy sources. These provide complete plant protein, and tempeh is actually fermented for better bioavailability. Isoflavones in soy can modestly support bone density according to some studies, while the high-quality plant protein helps your muscles and your heart can benefit too, with a modest reduction in LDL cholesterol. You can pan-fry tempeh or add edamame to salads for a simple protein boost. And finally, let's chat about nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia, and hemp. While they aren't as high in protein per calorie as meats, they're dense in healthy fats, provide some protein, and offer essential amino acids, especially when you combine different types. Hemp and chia, in particular, have better protein profiles. These foods are also great for your brain thanks to omega-3 precursors, help your heart with healthy fats, support your bones with magnesium, and assist in controlling inflammation. They're perfect as snacks, or you can mix them into yogurt for extra protein and calories. So bonus question, whey or collagen? Well, whey protein is fast absorbing and gives you an excellent leucine spike to trigger muscle protein synthesis. It's really useful post-workout or just as a protein boost between meals. Collagen, on the other hand, isn't a complete protein, but it does support your connective tissue and skin. It's best if you combine it with vitamin C. Just a quick caveat here. If you have kidney disease, please check with your physician before raising your protein intake aggressively. Let's talk meal strategy, how to use these foods in a practical, no-nonsense way. The key is to prioritize a protein source at every meal. And yes, that means breakfast too. Think eggs or Greek yogurt, not just a carb-heavy morning. Aim for about 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal as a good working target for many older adults. And you might need more if you're heavier or rebuilding. Remember to spread your protein evenly throughout the day. Your body can only use so much at once for muscle synthesis. Also, combine plant proteins intelligently, like pairing legumes with grains, and include leucine-rich items such as eggs, dairy, or fish to really trigger that synthesis. When it comes to organ-specific cautions and wins, let's start with the kidneys. Healthy, normally aging kidneys can actually tolerate higher protein intake. But if you have chronic kidney disease, it's really important to discuss your protein limits with your nephrologist. Now, moving on to the liver. Protein is essential for regeneration and healing. However, if alcoholic liver disease is present, your protein needs can change quite a bit, so it's best to individualize your approach. Heart health, yeah, it really benefits from including oily fish, legumes, nuts, and lean meats. These foods support your cardiac health while still delivering plenty of protein. And for your gut, fermented dairy and legumes help feed a healthier microbiome, which in turn improves nutrient absorption and boosts your immune resilience. Lifestyle pairing might seem tiny, but it's actually crucial. Resistance exercise multiplies the effect of dietary protein, so lift, carry, push at least twice a week. Oh, and don't forget, vitamin D and calcium matter for how your bones respond to protein. Test your vitamin D levels and supplement if they're low. Here's my closing prescription, and I'll keep it direct. Start this week by picking 3 of the 7 foods we discussed. Put them on your plate at each meal and add just one 20 to 30-minute resistance session. Don't overcomplicate things. Protein isn't a magic bullet, but honestly, it's the single strongest dietary lever to help you preserve your independence. I'm Dr. Berk Ama, reminding you that healing isn't a miracle. It's your body's design. Eat well, move smarter, keep your power.